This is huge news for Palestinian liberation, and none of the mainstream media are going to talk about this. So listen, the United Nations General Assembly is moving its session out of New York and into Geneva this year. Just last week, the US barred Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and dozens of Palestinian officials from entering US for the assembly. Without a visa, they can't be in the room when decisions are being made. And if they cannot be in the room, and Mahmoud Abbas cannot submit the formal motion that the UN requires before it can take any actions like sanctions, embargoes, or even peacekeeping forces to protect people in Gaza. That's been the US strategy for years: remove Palestinian representation and silence the Palestinian request by blocking their presence. But now, because the assembly is moving to Geneva, the US cannot stop Abbas anymore. He will finally be able to submit the motion. I highly encourage you to go to Judge Andrew Napolitano's website and listen to his podcast with Colonel Lawrence Wilkerson. Wilkerson is a highly decorated US military official. He held top national security positions in the early 2000s. And now he's using his experience to help. On that podcast, Wilkerson explained that his coalition has worked directly with Mahmoud Abbas to draft the exact motion, the letter, the request that is required to trigger international intervention. This is the document that could open the door for global protection of Palestinians in Gaza. And the timing is explosive. Last year, the UN gave Israel 1 year to comply with rulings from the International Court of Justice, meaning end the genocide, end the occupation, stop ethnic cleansing. That 1 year deadline is coming up this September 18th. If Israel fails, which it will, the UN General Assembly has authority to act, impose comprehensive sanctions, enforce a military embargo, strip Israel of its UN credentials, just like they did to apartheid South Africa, and even send in peace forces to protect civilians and deliver aid. And here's what makes this moment different. This process goes through the General Assembly, not the Security Council. So the US cannot veto it. The vote's already there. More than 2/3 of the UN member states are ready to move. So what do? Keep calling and emailing your representatives. Tell them directly you support the resolution being brought forward to the UN, and you will not support any politician who refuses to back it. We are standing at a historic turning point. The UN has the votes, the legal power, and now the ability to act. Public pressure is what will push this over the line. So